I sell vintage and I have a market coming up in 2 weeks and I'm completely overwhelmed. And my goal is always to sell everything that I collect. And the way I sell things is through markets primarily. I do share on TikTok occasionally and people buy just from my haul videos. So if anybody's ever interested in that, let me know. And I'll just start bringing pieces home bit by bit. And because I only shop for natural fibers, for the most part, there are some vintage things that I allow into the circuit, but I'm always typically looking for natural fibers. So what happens is I'll bring one rack out, like this one, and start to jam it packed. But it gets so I'm like breaking out in hives thinking about it. It gets like so overwhelming to me that I just need to set up my whole front of my living room as a makeshift shop before the actual market. So I will put everything on hangers, hang it up, completely take over the front of the living room and make it all make sense in my head. I also feel like it's easier to just see everything spaced out and to make sense of it. I feel like when categories get all mixed and there's just not like a story, it doesn't work for me. Tonight, we're gonna switch everything that I have onto wood hangers and put them on the racks, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna start by putting everything wool on this rack because I can't stand this. A little bit about me, I have crazy ADHD and it's hard. These are things I already started rehanging. I also have cashmere, but maybe I'm gonna keep the cashmere with wool and I'll put the cotton with more of summer looks. Oh, Wyatt just got home. You all right, bud? Do you need a hug?
Yeah, it's going 30 miles an hour.
I'm already even overwhelmed with 2 racks, so I'm gonna put up another rack. This is our new puppy, Theo. He's a cute boy. Because I also have stuff like skirts. I don't really usually do bottoms, but I felt drawn to skirts this time around. I'm based here in Montana and it hasn't snowed, which is actually kind of scary. So I don't know, but that's why I think I was looking for skirts, maybe. Something I have to research and find out more about is when stuff is acrylic. This is nice and vintage. I don't know. But acrylic, I don't know what category. There's so many nice vintage sweaters that are acrylic. But it's one of those fibers that I should research it more. I mean, like, so cute, right? Summer. A nice heavy like cotton sweater. I have found the reason I got into natural fibers, I actually went to school for fashion design and I worked primarily in intimate apparel, which was super fun. I mean, talk about just having the time of my life designing. Really got into natural fibers is I moved out here to Montana and I stopped needing, and I work fully remote, and it allowed me time to like digest my wardrobe in a different way, and I could really cut out a lot of things because I wasn't going into the office. And honestly, I think it's for the best. There's also a more natural way of living here in Montana. You're like a little closer connected to like the land. nightgowns. Oh my gosh. It's actually funny. I made a TikTok about wanting to create long form content, and I was like, what am I gonna talk about? And then I turn on the camera for all of 5 minutes and can't stop talking. But I'm just gonna try and make some and see what happens, because as you can tell, I have the gift of gab.
What's that shirt? Wait.
This one's a little silk one.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm so cold, Mama.
I know.
I'm gonna go take a shower because I'm freezing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
I know. Because I found these. Look at how good. This one is actually, I think this one's 1971. This one's funny. Tough Cookie Fun Run. 91, Girl Scouts. To me, I consider vintage anything before 2000. I know the younger gals think 2000s is vintage, but 25 years, I mean, maybe. I just can't wrap my head around it because that means I'm old. And then, you know what happens too, is that when I'm doing this, I start to see some stuff I got and I'm like, do I really want to include that? This one's funny. God created a few perfect people, the rest are right-handed. I am right-handed, but my husband's a lefty, and so is my son. I don't really know what I'm doing with long form video, but it feels like a fun exercise. And I really enjoy making stuff, so here we are. I cannot believe this thing hasn't sold. This is so cute. I actually kept this one in my wardrobe for a little bit because I loved it so. It's just like such a great color. This one's from the 90s. Cute. My mom wants this one. Maybe I'll give it to her. I don't know. Let me just put it on the rack first. You know? See, I'm already starting to see, do you see like the summer vibes are starting? Is it making sense now once there's more space? Because to me, it's like a breath of fresh air to see it like this. This one's a really, see like this one is nylon and polyester, but it's a 1970s Carhartt. This one's cool. I really like this one a lot. I wonder if I should do maybe like a outerwear. I might have to get another rack already. Maybe I'll switch. And it just is like an organic process of putting it all together for me. This one's also cotton outer and then polyester inner, which makes sense because polyester is plastic, so of course it's going to be warm, especially when you're like baking in it. Oh, this one's so cute. It's such a great color green. And then I'll go through afterwards and I just clean everything up, make sure it's up to snuff for everything. Like this one has a ripped lining, so I need to mend that. The wool jacket that I updated. Oh, I like took the shoulder and took the shoulder pads out, moved the buttons over. It's really cute. This one's wool and cashmere. I was really wanting a red jacket. Stop. I have a mirror over here, if you're wondering. But I don't know. I don't know what it was about. This one's cute. This one's actually pretty cute. I need to steam everything too, if you can't tell. I don't know if people are going to be in the mood to be buying wool jackets at the end of January, but you never know. That's a cool one, isn't it? This one's fun. I actually wore this one quite a bit. It's like a Western down jacket with this like huge collar, and the brand is Wild Boar. I love it. Oh, leather. Leather is another, there's a lot of controversy about leather, I'll be honest. But if it's already made, I think somebody should be wearing it instead of going into a landfill, you know what I mean? That might just be my personal opinion, and here in Montana, leather is everywhere, so it's just part of the world. Look at how pretty this wool jacket is, made in the USA. This one has a lot of problems. I think I'm gonna have to pass on it. Look at this one though. It's a little crushed velvet. Look at that. And the woman that sold it to me showed me a picture of her skiing with it in the 70s. It's missing a detachable hood, but oh my goodness. I love doing kids stuff too. Polyester and wool. But it's so cute. I don't know. Somebody cute will style it up nice. It's like kind of fun for summer. Kind of, maybe. That's the other issue I'm having so far with vintage stuff is like where to store it. I'm struggling with that. I had to keep this one. It's wool, or it's leather exterior, but the inside is polyester. But I still think it's a beautiful, beautiful coat. I just try to get my daughter to keep this. This one is sheepskin, and oh, perfect. This one is I love this red one, but my friend in Germany is probably gonna buy it from me. I just have to try it on again. Oh. You know what my favorite part about this one is? This back thing. I'm obsessed. It's so cute, isn't it? It's gonna look great on her. I sent her the measurements, so we'll see if she takes it. If she doesn't, that one might stay in my wardrobe. But I don't know yet. And this is 100% silk, but this feels summery, I think, not wintry. So now I have other, these ones. This I have to hang up. I'm super into menswear for women. I love button-down shirts, but I understand it's not for everybody. But I was saying that, look at with these Eileen Fisher 100% silk pants. Oh my god. Like this and this. Do you see the vision? I feel like I have to explain this to people, but that like makes sense to me. The other thing about me selling vintage is I am truly a plain Jane, and even though I love all of this stuff, it's for a much more vibrant person than myself. Honestly, when it's the beginning of the sale, when I go to market, I bring everything just to see what people are after. I've gotten different advice from different people about how to approach this. There's some people that are very curated, and then there's some people who have something for everybody, and then there's me who's a little bit in between, except for my true like factor for the majority of items is that it's natural fibers. Everything, I have another rack in the shed, and then I have another big box to undo in the shed, but I'm not gonna bring those up now. Maybe I'll bring them tomorrow and add to these, like start to fill them into their categories. See, this is looking so dark and heavy that I don't know if anybody's gonna go through this. So there's this one. Here's where I'm at on, I gotta break this up a little bit. some wool pieces that I hung up before you saw. See, once you start like, I think the red is throwing me off in this section where, and maybe even this one. These I can all make sense of a little bit more. That's it. Let me see. Like I have to. So then that's when I'm kind of like, do I bring it or do I keep it separate or what? And then I had the t-shirts, which I'll throw these in this section for now. Okay, and then I have the summer party happening. My most excitement, and maybe, like I said, it's just because the season. But I'm so neurotic, I'm gonna straighten out all of these hangers, even though I'm still gonna move through them and add more and take it off, but I just like to see how everything looks. I think that's normal. Okay. Yeah. Being ruthless is part of my minimalist side. So, like, right now I'm like, get all the winter coats out of here. However, I think bringing them is still smart and letting people shop them instead of me storing them all the way till next winter, because, especially here in Montana, I mean, it's cold till July. And the wool sweaters, but maybe now I need to pull the categories a little bit and mix and match. So I'll pull out everything I have from the shed, go through it, mix it in, and then this will be a process. So that's my first YouTube video, is me starting to set up my Tomboy vintage shop for 2026. If you watch this far, subscribe. Okay, bye.